Hey guys, Melody from Tune Becca, and today we're going to talk about, is it better to stand and play the piano or sit and play the piano? We're taking a vote. Here we go. So I've heard people say, I cannot sit and play the piano, and I've actually been one of those people that said it until after about probably 7 or 8 years of standing and playing the piano, and then you go home from a Sunday night service and you're physically like a pretzel because your whole body hurts, and it takes you about 2 hours to relax and stop hurting, and then you do it all over again the next week. And it came to my realization that if I'm standing and playing the piano and I'm playing the sustain pedal with my right foot, I'm essentially standing on my left leg for about 3 hours in a pair of heels. Now, if you've never done that before, you should try it and set a timer and see how long you can stand on one leg in a pair of heels. It's quite painful, actually. And so one day I decided that I didn't want to be 40 and have back problems and have a limp, so I started to sit and play. Now, it did take some adjustments. I still kind of try to move around when I play, so the moving part, I understand wanting to stand and play. I won't say that I don't. And they do have those really cool music stands that move up and down. I would recommend getting one of those if you have the financial ability to purchase one. Maybe do a couple fundraisers where you can buy one, because then you could do either. It wouldn't even be an issue. You could have a stool there where you could sit and play, or you could stand up and play if you started feeling it. I know this is going to sound crazy, but I would really, especially if you're a female and you're wearing heels when you play, I would really consider the effects that it's having on your body and your health. I know that seems like it has nothing to do with the argument of sitting or standing when you play, but I don't know, to me it kind of does. I could just imagine myself being 40 years old and people saying, what happened to you? Well, I play the piano. You know, why are you walking like that? Well, I stand on one leg on Sundays, but basically all day. You know, it's really kind of a preference thing, but that's the perspective of it as far as sitting or standing when you play. Whether you are sitting or standing, you want to make sure your keyboard is at a level where you're not having to play up high. You want your arm to basically be straight when you're playing. So if you're sitting, just make sure your keyboard make sure your keyboard is at a level where you're not playing up high, because that's going to cause strain and stuff on your back. Make sure that your legs can get under the keyboard where you're not bending over, because after you play the piano for several hours, you know, doing this for a long time, it starts affecting your neck, your back, your arm muscles, even your legs. So just make sure that, like you were sitting at a desk, make sure that if you're going to sit down and play, that you have a stand where you can put your chair completely underneath the piano and play. And you may want to choose something with a back on it. I normally do. I mean, I'm just all about not self-inflicting harm upon my body. Yes, it's ministry, and yes, we do work for God, but you know, you have to go home and feed your family, and you do have to go home and brush your teeth and take care of yourself and wash clothes and things like that. And if you're hunched over, it's kind of hard to do. So I think as a musician, it's something that we forget a lot of times. So just keep that in mind. So if you want to stand or you want to sit, just make sure that it's comfortable for how tall or how short you are, and that your arms are staying pretty much flat, and that you're not reaching your hands up like this to play, because that causes strain on your back as well, your lower back. Basically, if you're going home in pain after a service, adjust your working space. Ladies and gentlemen, adjust your working space. You're welcome. I guess my point is this: if it's causing physical pain to your body to stand and play, but all you hear is, well, I can't sit and play, you know what? Sit and play. Please don't hurt yourself. You have a lot of years to live. You have a lot more years to give of yourself, and you've got to take care of yourself. You really do. Anyway, I hope this gives you a little bit of perspective on that issue, and if you have any more questions, feel free to contact us on our website. Stay tuned, guys. I mean, I like to stand and jump around, let my hair bounce around while I'm playing, but I hate to say it, but the older you get, the more you start thinking about stuff like that. Hashtag truth. Hashtag truth. Feel free to shoot us. No, don't shoot us. Please do not shoot us. Feel free to shoot us an email on our website. Hashtag truth.